Every morning, millions of Americans over 60 pour themselves a glass of milk. They believe they are doing something good for their bones. They believe they are helping their body stay strong. They believe they are making a choice that supports healthy aging. And for most of their lives, they have been told that milk is part of a balanced diet. But what if that daily glass of milk is quietly adding stress to your kidneys? The troubling part is that kidney decline often happens without obvious warning. It can show up as swollen ankles, legs that feel heavy by evening, trips to the bathroom that wake you at night, or blood pressure numbers that refuse to settle no matter what you try. Most people think these are just normal parts of getting older. Few suspect that something as innocent as a glass of milk could be connected. Because kidneys do not send loud alarms when they begin to struggle. They send quiet signals, and by the time those signals become clear enough to notice, function may have already dropped. In the next few minutes, I will show you why regular cow's milk may not be the best choice for some adults over 60 who have kidney concerns. And I will share 3 safer milk alternatives that may reduce the daily burden on aging kidneys. And before this video ends, you may realize that the milk you have trusted for decades is the very drink your kidneys have been working too hard to process all along. After 60, kidney function naturally begins to slow. And when kidney function slows, the foods and drinks you consume start to matter in ways they did not before. Think about a woman who has been drinking a glass of milk with breakfast every single day for 40 years. But now her doctor mentions that her creatinine is creeping up. Her potassium is a little high. Her blood pressure is harder to manage. She is told to watch what she eats, but nobody mentions the milk, so she keeps drinking it. And every morning, that glass of milk brings phosphorus, potassium, and animal protein into her body. For someone with strong kidneys, that may not cause trouble. But for someone whose kidneys are already tired, already slower, already struggling to keep up, that same glass of milk can mean extra work. Day after day, week after week, month after month. Regular cow's milk can be heavy in minerals, heavy in phosphorus, heavy in potassium. And for someone with chronic kidney disease, high creatinine, or declining kidney function, those minerals can build up. When phosphorus builds up, it can pull calcium from the bones. It can affect blood vessels. When potassium builds up, it can disturb the heart's rhythm. And neither of these things announces itself with pain. They show up in lab results. So the question becomes very simple. If milk can quietly add more work to your kidneys, what should you drink instead? And the first option may surprise you because it comes from a nut. I am talking about unsweetened cashew milk. The danger is not the nut itself. The concern is what the milk contains. Cow's milk contains a fair amount of phosphorus. When kidney function drops, phosphorus becomes harder to remove. The phosphorus in dairy is absorbed very efficiently by the body. That means more of it enters your bloodstream. Unsweetened cashew milk is often much lower in phosphorus. And because it comes from a plant source, the phosphorus in it may not be absorbed as strongly. The next thing to consider is potassium. When kidneys weaken, potassium can start to build up in the blood. And when potassium rises too much, it can affect how the heart beats. A glass of regular cow's milk can bring a significant amount of potassium into your system. Unsweetened cashew milk is usually much lower in potassium. That may make it a safer choice for people who need to watch their levels carefully. Unsweetened cashew milk, if you choose the right brand, is often very low in sodium. That can help reduce fluid retention and support better blood pressure control. Cashew milk may contain monounsaturated fats, the same kind found in olive oil. For someone with weak kidneys, heart health and kidney health are deeply connected. Unsweetened cashew milk is also usually low in protein. For some people with kidney disease who are not yet on dialysis and who have been told to limit protein intake, this can be helpful. When the body breaks down protein, it creates waste products that the kidneys must filter. But not every carton of cashew milk is good for the kidneys. Many brands add calcium phosphate, tricalcium phosphate, or dipotassium phosphate. These are phosphate additives absorbed much more strongly by the body than natural phosphorus. For someone with weak kidneys, this can be a real problem. Before you buy cashew milk, turn the carton around and read the ingredient list. Look for unsweetened cashew milk with no added phosphate. The simpler the list, the better. 1 cup a day may be appropriate for many people, but if your lab numbers are abnormal, check with your doctor or a renal dietitian first. Before we continue, this is the Senior Health 60 channel, and we promote free natural health care for seniors, but greedy mega corporations don't want you to know about this stuff because it's not profitable to them. So subscribe to the channel and like this video to help me spread this message to more seniors. The second choice may be even lighter on the kidneys. I am talking about unsweetened rice milk. Rice milk tends to be very light when it comes to minerals. Unsweetened rice milk is often much lower in phosphorus than cow's milk. And the natural phosphorus from plant sources is usually not absorbed as strongly as phosphorus from dairy. When it comes to potassium, rice milk is also often much lower than cow's milk. Sodium in unsweetened rice milk is also usually low if you choose the right product. This can support blood pressure control and help reduce fluid retention. Rice milk is usually very low in protein. This may be helpful for some people with kidney disease who are not on dialysis yet and who need to manage their protein intake under medical guidance. However, rice milk also comes with something to watch out for. Many rice milk products contain added sugar, flavorings, or added minerals. Choose unsweetened rice milk. Choose one with no added phosphate. If you see words like phosphate, calcium phosphate, tricalcium phosphate, or dipotassium phosphate, consider putting it back on the shelf. And if you are still watching right now, comment your age and location below. That tells me you are still here. And it also helps this video reach more older adults who are worried about their kidneys but may not know where to begin. Now we come to the final option. I am talking about unsweetened flax milk. Flax milk may not only be light on the kidneys, it may also support the body in another way. It may help with inflammation control and blood vessel health. Flax milk contains alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. For someone with weak kidneys, supporting lower inflammation throughout the body may be an advantage. When it comes to phosphorus, unsweetened flax milk is often very low, as long as it is not fortified with phosphate additives. When it comes to potassium, flax milk is also often much lower than cow's milk. When it comes to sodium, unsweetened flax milk is also usually quite low if you choose a simple product. Flax milk is often nearly cholesterol-free, low in calories, and very low in protein. For someone who is in the stage before dialysis and has been told to reduce protein, this can be helpful. If you are already on dialysis, your protein needs may be completely different. People on dialysis often need more protein. Do not cut back on protein or change your diet just because you heard that low protein is better for the kidneys. For people on dialysis, everything should be guided by a doctor or a renal dietitian. But just like the first two milks, flax milk has one big trap: phosphate additives. Many companies add tricalcium phosphate to increase the calcium content. Remember this simple rule: no sugar, no phosphate. The shorter the ingredient list, the better. So now we have 3 milks older adults with kidney concerns may want to consider. Unsweetened cashew milk is often lower in phosphorus and potassium. Unsweetened rice milk is simple, easy to drink, and often very light in minerals. Unsweetened flax milk may not only be light on the kidneys, it also contains plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. But the most important thing these 3 choices have in common is this: you must choose the right kind. Do not choose the kind with added sugar. Do not choose the kind with added phosphate. Turn it around. Read the back. Look at the ingredients. Choose the simplest option you can find. What I share in this video is not a replacement for medical advice. If you have kidney disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, if you take medication, if you are on dialysis, or if your doctor has told you that your creatinine, estimated glomerular filtration rate, potassium, or phosphorus needs to be monitored, please talk to your doctor or a renal dietitian before changing your diet. Everybody is different. Getting older does not mean you have to become weaker. Your body has been with you for decades. Now, what it needs is not fear. What it needs is kinder care. One more suitable glass of milk. One meal with less salt. One label reads more carefully. One small decision that is kinder to your kidneys. But if you do it consistently, one day at a time, it can make a difference. Your kidneys may be silent, but silence does not mean nothing is happening. Every meal is a message you send to your body. And starting today, you can send a different message. I am taking better care of you. If this video helped you understand how to choose milk for weak kidneys, please hit the like button. That tells me this topic is truly helpful for you. If you have a parent, a spouse, a sibling, or an older friend who is worried about creatinine, weak kidneys, high blood pressure, or diabetes, please share this video with them. This may be the reminder they need before their next trip to the grocery store. And if you want more simple, practical, easy-to-follow food guidance for older adults, subscribe to Senior Health 60. You do not need to change everything in one day. You only need to begin with one better choice than yesterday. I wish you a peaceful, healthy day. And as always, take a deep breath, my friend.